Today we will be talking about the French Revolution. This is a picture of what would happen. The French Revolution began on May 5th, 1789 until November 9th, 1799. During the 18th century, France had a difficult time collecting taxes due to the structure of society. People were paying too much tax money and wanted a change for the better. This caused many problems in their government. They were divided into social groups. First estate, the clergy. Second estate, the noble, richest people. Third estate, the commerce, most people. This is how they would see it, as in the poor people carrying everybody else. Its ideas changed human history far more than the American Revolution, because there were many changes into their government. In 1789, France was in debt because they had funded the American Revolution, causing them to lose so much money. It also armed conflicts with countries in Europe, many of which also caused wars. The National Assembly wanted to create constitutional monarchy. They were going through a lack of food, bad political systems, economic transitions. They were bankrupt, meaning higher prices and hunger. Many people were starving and dying due to all this. The French were also having a problem with the crops, causing economic restlessness. The commoners wanted more rights from King Louis. This caused them to take over and create a new government called the National Convention. There was a time of terror during the French Revolution called the Reign of Terror, causing many deaths during this time. Here in the picture, you could see what would happen during the time of terror, the Reign of Terror, Here's another picture explaining what they would do to the people who try to commit anything against the government, meaning they'd be dead. There was this person who wanted to get rid of any kind of oppositions. If anyone wanted to cause treason, they would arrest and execute. The Reign of Terror had 30,000 people arrested and 25,000 people killed. All those people had either committed a crime or something. Here we see another picture of everything that would happen during the terror. The French Revolution had its outcomes, which were many of them. They were good, some were good, and some were bad. Establishment of Republic in France. They created a new government, meaning maybe they would see a change in the government, but little did they know it was going to get worse. Equal rights in the country, but not to the French colonies. There were rights to everybody in the country, but except the French colonies, meaning they were still treated the same. The abolition of King Louis and Marie Antoinette. Marie Antoinette was King Louis's husband, and they were abolished. Here we have a picture of the king and the queen, who was one of the last queens, and here we have a picture of one of their kids that they had. Marie Antoinette was the last queen before the French Revolution, so meaning she was still queen, but once the French Revolution began, she was abolished. She was arrested and tried for trumped up crimes against the French Republic. She then went to jail, and here we have another picture of how she used to look, or what people would think she looked, and it's a picture painted. Rise to power of Napoleon Bonaparte. He was one of the people who became leaders after the Queen and King. Wars between other countries such as Austria and Great Britain began to occur due to the new government. On August 22, 1795, the convention approved a new constitution that created France's first bicameral legislature. Napoleon came into power. Royalists tried to protest the new regime, but were silenced by the army. This didn't go so good because they went through financial crisis, popular discontent, and above all, political corruption. So nothing really changed during the French Revolution. The only reason that the government was still in place was due to the army keeping everyone calm and from doing something. So basically, the army was doing everything for the government. On November 9, 1799, Bonaparte stages a coup d'etat, abolishing the Directory and appointing himself as king. This event ended the French Revolution. Here are now pictures of what would happen during the French Revolution, and as you can see, there were many deaths. There were so many people killed during this time, but at the end of the day, their government became a little bit better, and the French received their rights, and everything was good.